Hello, I'm Phoebe Legere. Welcome to Roulette TV, a partnership between Roulette Intermedium and Downtown Community Television. This series will present the frontier edge of music and intermedia performance. Our guest tonight is avant-garde luminary, DJ Christian Marclay. Christian Marclay is the spiritual heir of Marcel Duchamp, John Cage, Dada, Fluxus, performance, and conceptual art. Marclay's sonic assemblages will change the way you think about music. Born in California, raised in Switzerland, DJ Christian Marclay is the epitome of modern cool. Roulette TV is honored to present the sensitive, beautiful, and astonishing art of Christian Marclay. I'm lucky enough to possess a very special record that you made in, I think, 1985, which is called The Record Without a Cover. Can you tell us why you would want to distribute a record without a cover?
So that the record can age with time. I'm sort of, instead of like negating the damages, a record is a very fragile object and will eventually get damaged. And instead of rejecting that sound like a audiophile, I integrate that sound into my composition. So you might have heard it tonight, scratches, surface noise, all this is sound. And why not use that sound instead of rejecting it? So this record is meant to change with time. And your copy is different from someone else's copy. It might skip somewhere or have a scratch somewhere. So the minute you buy it, it's different than when it was manufactured, because it's been from the manufacturer to the distributor and then to your house, and maybe your cat is sleeping on it, or I don't know. You might have dropped it a few times. So I really allow the record to change with time, and instead of wanting something that's a fixed document, I'm interested in how things change over time, and I'm less interested in making a record that is a document of a performance, but just an object, a sound object that will change and that you might want to change yourself by scratching it purposely maybe.
I see that you've modified your vinyl in very interesting ways. Can you talk about some of those modifications?
Well, some of the records are, I just write down the parts that I'm going to play. Sort of the record becomes my score. I just have, markings on it. And so when I grab something, I know exactly where to put the needle, where an excerpt may start, or if I want the piece to loop on a certain point, I'll put a sticker and the needle will skip and create a loop. Or I directly write on it, or write on the labels and have indications of speed or the type of music that's on the record.
You're quite famous for cutting up your records and reassembling them with tape. Did you play anything like that tonight?
Yeah, I had some cut records. I would just cut it in half and flip one side over and glue it together, so you're able to listen to two sides at once. Records are meant to be listened in sort of a passive way. You play a record and you sit back and listen. What I do is get involved with the record and change the sound on the record by manipulating, changing speed, or whatever I do. So there's an idea of bringing back that recorded music to life, and to do something with what's around, twist it, turn it into a new object, or something different, a new kind of music out of this music that's been, listened and abandoned. I mean, it's not only a critique of consumption. What happened, records or any type of recordings have allowed music to become a physical object, a thing, a material manifestation of sound. And with that object, there's something sort of like dead about these objects. They're just shells of something live. Music is meant to be ephemeral, and to suddenly have it kind of cast into this plastic object is a little necrophiliac. So I try to liberate it, to bring it back to life. And so the performances are really about this desire to put back these objects in a live context, to bring them back to life.